Gaussian robots deliver precision edge cleaning. Debris in gaps, fully collected. Omni Scrubber 50 cleans precisely along shelf bases and corners. Fantas, compact and agile, designed for edge cleaning across multiple environments. Beetle moves flexibly through tight spaces, reaching deep into narrow gaps.
I don't know about anybody else, but I got to tell you, Tim, I'm an old guy and I can't keep up with a robot like that.
I hear you. I can relate to that.
So talk to us about robotic machines. I mean, we've all heard these. Are people in facilities thinking these are just toys?
Well, I think, when they first started, the autonomous coming over, I think they did, they were thinking the Roombas of the cleaning industry, but no, these robots are very advanced, they're smart, and they're very robust for our commercial cleaning environments we work in today.
So, I mean, I remember when, a customer came to me and said, hey, whenever they can do it by itself, let me know. And when I told him the price, he said, well, I didn't want you to do it quite so quick. Robots and autonomous, people know that these are the same?
Well, yeah, I think by and large now the language has been adopted widely with robotics and autonomous. So I think it's pretty clear now that when we talk about robotics, we're talking about autonomous vehicles. So
Terry, I mean, you're on with us here now. What's changed over the last 5 years with robotics, and is it really available for everybody?
Yeah, I think it's available to everybody right now. That the trend for the autonomous cleaning robot, especially for some of the, for commercial properties and the industrial customers. So they are very eager to adopt this kind of technology to help them to solve different kind of problems.
So, I mean, this isn't, Terry, this isn't just sweepers anymore. It's actually floor scrubbing machines now, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Tim, I got to go back to you a minute and ask a question here. When somebody sees a robot cleaning the floor for the first time, do they really think that this is actually going to work, or is it going to run over me?
No, good question, David. Yeah, no, they know it's going to clean. I mean, the results, when they look behind the machine after it moves, they can see, a whole different level of, cleaning versus, a mop and bucket. So they absolutely can see it cleans.
So, I mean, I was thinking here, I see people with the autonomous floor machines cleaning the floor, but I don't see the autonomous sweeper going in front of it. Why isn't it all in one?
Well, we do have all-in-one, so that's a good question. Thanks for teeing that up. So we have checks in the mail. So yeah, we have combos, what we call combo scrubber sweepers, and we kind of went to that operationally because of the mopping before, the dust mopping, and now we can have 2-in-1 in one pass. So we have the sweepers and the scrubbers.
Okay, so is that going to be the small ones, or is that going to just be for my, my parking garage?
We've got the smaller units, smaller scale with, the square footage. So obviously, in different environments, we need, different weapons to attack the problem.
So, here in America, I don't know about the rest of the country around the world, but it's always a labor issue. We are struggling to hire people at night. Now, as I understand it, somebody still has to program the sucker, right?
Yeah, we've come a long way in that area. Honestly, I mean, the early adopters, the mapping was a little bit more involved, but now we can basically map. It takes our engineers anywhere from, depending on how vast the project is, but these are basically mapping and repeating. So, within 30 minutes, depending on the square footage, we can have that location mapped.
I heard somebody asking this the other day out here on the showroom floor. He said, well, who does that? Who comes in and tells the machine what to do? Do I have to do that, or somebody else do it?
Yep, good question. So we show up with our training technicians. So we want to make sure we get you trained, whoever's buying that robot up front, and properly deploy the robot. So there's some involvement with our training up front. So we kind of hold your hand and do some heavy lifting there. And then these robots are so easy to map and repeat. They catch it pretty quick.
Okay, folks, if you're listening on our audio podcast, these guys are going to be here in Orlando on May the 18th and May the 20th. And then they're going to be in the Tampa Bay area, May the 21st and the 22nd. I want to know, are these machines going to really help me with my labor problem in a building?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we can deploy, we try to size up the solution based on the meters or the square footage of the facility. But I mean, they're, what we like about robots is, it's repeatable results on the floor. So, they're not going to call in sick for you. They don't get fatigue. Monday morning, you don't get the call that, I'm not showing up. But they're very reliable. And it's, like I said, and the metrics prove out for utilization. I think a lot of your customers and clients are asking more for, I know that you said you run the scrubber for an hour, but I've got 50,000 square feet. Did you really run it for, that full 50,000 square feet? So, the metrics are there to prove out.
So as you said that, I'm thinking this is only for large places. I can't do this in a small one. What kind of environments are these sweepers, scrubbers? I guess that's the only things you have, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've got, the carpeted units that can do carpets. We've got, the hard floor, the robots that do, scrubbing and sweeping. So we really got a solution for really most of the challenges you have out there.
So Terry, I'm going to come back to you for a moment. Whenever this goes, I mean, everybody says, what if somebody leaves something in the hallway where it normally was going to go? I watched one at a public arena. It was a security robot outside, and when somebody stood there, it just kind of had to think about it. What happens?
Okay, so for our robot, if there's some debris left behind on the floor, so we have a spot cleaning mode. So that is to say the robot will hunt for the trashes on the floor, and when the robot see the debris, so they're going to pick up autonomously. Yeah.
So it'll go around things even if that's there temporarily or permanently?
That is permanently. Yeah.
So what if somebody puts something there and then the next time it comes around, it's gone? Do they know that or?
Yeah, they know that. Yeah, because the sensor and the 3D lidar can recognize whether the debris is cleaned up or picked up they can do.
So I don't have to worry about a rubber bumper on there because it's going to run over me, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so I don't know which one of you want to field this one, but robots are too expensive.
Okay, so it also depends on compared with the labor. For long term, for example, 3 to 5 years. So the ROI for the robotics comes with like 1 to 1.5 years. So yeah, after 1 to 1.5 years, so it make profit. Yeah, I don't think that is a big issue for the end users.
So Tim, I'm going to come back to you because I want to follow up on that. I'm hearing 1 to 1.5 years, but is that for just a sweeper, for the combination of just the auto scrubber? Which one of the units are we talking about?
Well, I mean, there's variables, right? There's no one answer to that. But so if you look at, David, if you look at the overall, benefits, insurance baked in, it's not just the labor rate, right? So, right. If you do the math, I mean, the ROI is exactly what Terry said. If you've got more vast or more complex scenarios, maybe it is a little longer. But like I said, the labor side with everything baked in. And then, we have leasing options available where they can, operating leases where, obviously it's a tool and, it's something they want to use. But, I say, let that tool work for you while you're making money.
Now, something I understand from your technology that you're bringing here to Orlando and Tampa Bay in May is that this is a robot that has now been made into a cleaning machine, not a cleaning machine made into a robot. Or did I get this wrong?
No, you're 100% spot on, David. It's, the early adopters, that was the issue with the software. They were plugged into already existing machines, and they were limited on basically what they could do with the algorithms and the output of being able to map locations easily. Our robots are what I call birth to grave, so they're designed to be a robot with the algorithms and the mapping capabilities far larger than what the early machines were. So they've come a long way.
So that's going to explain why, folks, you're going to see something that doesn't look like the conventional auto scrubber, doesn't look like a conventional sweeper because of this, correct?
That's correct. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, hey, I got to tell you, I haven't seen one of these actually here in my classroom being used. Folks, if you're listening, make sure that you look in the show notes down below. Come and see us. Gossium is going to be here again, May the 18th and 20th here in Orlando, Tampa Bay, May the 21st and 22nd. You know what? They don't have to come just to the location. We'll go to them.
That's right. We're here to serve.
Thanks for being on the show today. And hey, stay safe out there, folks.
Thanks, David.
Thank you.